Good morning. I'm here at Cabin in the Woods just to take a zero to rest my knee. My knee does feel better. Yesterday I had to do a hike downhill for about a mile-ish, and it was not bad, which is really good. But I do think that I need to take a zero, especially before starting the Smokies. Tomorrow I will continue my hike. I could make it to Fontana Dam tomorrow. That would be around 14 miles, I believe. But that would be not the smart thing to do just because I have an extreme uphill tomorrow and then again a downhill after that to get to Fontana. So I will stay at a shelter and then have about a 6-mile hike to Fontana Dam where I will do the remaining resupply that I need to do. And I'll stay at the Fontana Hilton, which is, I guess, one of the best shelters on the trail. And then after that, I will go into the Smokies. I'm really excited. I have my permit finally. The guy here at the hostel was able to print it for me. So that's awesome. But one thing that I realized is that I'm actually staying at the exact same place that Jay from Jay Wanders Out stayed at. And I thought it was funny because as soon as I walked in, I'm like, hold on, this looks oddly familiar. And then, yeah, it happens to be exact same place. So let me show you around. So you walk in. It's pretty much a tiny house, which is really cute. So it's a little cabin. You have a TV right here if you would like to watch TV. Then there's some bunk beds. I shared the cabin with another hiker who left this morning, and then I'll be sharing the cabin again with another hiker who's coming in later today. And then here's the cute little toilet. And I remember Jay saying that would be really weird if there was another hiker, because if you look up here, it doesn't go into the ceiling, so there's no, I mean, you can hear like everything. And Jay, you're right. It really is weird, but what has to be done has to be done. And then there's an amazing heater which keeps everything warm. A lovely sink. You can make some coffee. There's a shower right here, which is amazing. And a refrigerator and a microwave. It's really, really quite a place to stay at. And it's really affordable compared to other places that I've stayed at. Also, they'll do the laundry for you and they'll shuttle you around to do some resupply. Good morning. I am back on the trail. I have no idea what day it is, 2021. And I'm starting now from Stecoah Gap. I have about 1.7 miles to another gap, and then it's up Jacob's Ladder. I have this one subscriber that keeps telling me about Jacob's Ladder, and how bad it is, or how steep it is. So we'll see how it's gonna go. This is the trail. And then there's a downhill. And the cars. Yesterday I had a zero. It was great because I did literally nothing. I stayed at cabins in the woods. So it's not really like a hostel where there's all these people around. It's just you have your one cabin and then you can share it with another person. Woo! So yeah, didn't do anything, which was good for my knee. This morning I got a knee brace for my left leg as well, just because I'm using the left leg a lot to help with the right leg, and so I think it would be fair to kind of have support for the left leg. Yeah, so today planning to just do 9 miles. I'm saying just because if I did 15 I could make it all the way to Fontana Dam, but I really need to take care of my body. I would love to just get to Fontana Dam and start the Smokies tomorrow, but I will force myself to stay at Cable Gap and then go to Fontana tomorrow for like just a 6-miler and then start the Smokies in 2 days. I'm excited for the Smokies. So I'm hiking and all of a sudden it goes up, like crazy up. And I'm like, there's no way that I'm already at Jacob's Ladder. This is just part of the thing before Jacob's Ladder. Then I'm looking at far out. Sure enough, I'm on Jacob's Ladder already. Well, that's good that it's already. It's pretty steep, but I definitely didn't think this was Jacob's Ladder, but I'm like almost halfway up. So it's great. I'll give you a little view from halfway up. So here we go, we're halfway up. And it's unfortunate that videos never really show how steep something really is. Like, it's two-dimensional, you can't really see it. And then I'm gonna keep going up here. I love seeing other people's trekking pole marks. I don't know if you can see them. Right there, right there, right there. It's just nice to know that other people were enjoying this as much as I was. I made it up Jacob's Ladder. And this is the pretty view through the trees. It's really nice. You're seeing all those mountains. It's very breathtaking. And then on the other side, there's mountains too. Or is it there are mountains? Is it there is mountains? Or there are mountains? Probably there are mountains because it's plural. Yep. So yesterday the video about my 30 days came out, and I just wanted to thank you guys so much because you're very encouraging and you're also giving me such great advice. I looked up the video of this guy, I can't remember what his name is, and he talks about how to go downhill and do more heel strikes. And it's funny because not yesterday, the day before, I actually started doing heel strikes automatically because it felt better to the knee. So when I saw that, I was like, yay, okay. So I'm gonna start going downhill with small steps and heel strikes. It's so crazy though, because when you're a ballroom dancer, well, my story is, before I started becoming a ballroom dancer, I was very much into nature, natural things, and I never wore makeup, and I definitely didn't wear any heels or anything like that. And so it was always, whenever I would wear heels for work, because in ballroom dance industry, you should wear heels. So when I would wear heels, I would always step into a bent knee. And my boss at the time, he goes, "What are you doing? You look crazy." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You're stepping into a bent knee." And so he taught me how to walk like a lady. And when you're wearing heels, you need to step into a straight knee. And, you know, makes us look better. But so all these years, I'm making sure that when I walk like a normal, like just walking, because in dancing, there's also, sorry about the sniffing, there's also stepping into a bent knee, but like just general walking, you want to step into a straight knee so the lady looks more elegant. So now, as I'm going downhill, I'm doing the whole knee thing again, and I just remember how I walked in heels with my bent knees. I look like a crazy bird, so I guess the fact that my trail name is Roadrunner, being a bird, kind of makes sense. I'm just thinking about that every time. I'm like, oh, I'm walking like I used to walk in my heels, and where my boss was like, "What are you doing?" So yeah, fun fact or fun information for you guys. Oh, can't see it on camera at all, but I don't know if you see it. There's like water. It's probably the Fontana River or some other water. Looks different on screen for sure. I love hiking through this kind of stuff, like rocks and then these like cute little tunnels here. That is I love this, it's fun for me. cute. Some benches, just randomly. River crossing! River crossing! It is 12:30 and I am almost at the shelter. Feels really weird to get done this early. I just want to keep hiking. But there's I could hike 3 more miles to like a stealth campsite, but as you found out over the last few videos, I'm kind of scared to get out of my tent in the middle of the night, which also means I'm a little bit scared to be all by myself. I could of course do it just to kind of get over that fear, but I'm just not sure if I'm ready for that yet. I keep seeing these little cuties coming out. There's the shelter right there. Since it's so early and I'm all by myself, I can give you a lovely tour of this wonderful shelter. And as you see right here, there is the water you will use for drinking and cooking, and you will cross it with your feet. Ooh, hello. And then right over there you see the white tube. That's where you can get the water directly from. And then we have this gorgeous shelter right here, which I'm not gonna stay inside of, because from what I understand, the roof is in a pretty bad condition. It's not like one of those fancy ones. They did add like some more wood to help make it better, but it's a 1-story. There's a fire pit, and then over there is the privy deliciousness. So I'm gonna look for a spot, I guess. Found a spot. There's some roots, but it's pretty even. And I'm right next to a creek, which is so cute. You can hear like the water running. And then I have the privy right next door, just in case I need to go. The good thing is I don't have a sense of smell because I had the C word like 6 months ago, and so my sense of smell is not that great. So I don't get affected by a privy smell because I don't have that sense of smell back yet. So it's 3:30 now and there's still nobody here to camp with me. I hope at least one person will be here, just because it'll be strange to be by myself. The whole idea of coming to the shelter was that I'm not gonna be by myself, and I'm a little bit worried because the shelter is really close to Fontana Dam, so most people choose to just make it all the way to Fontana. I still think it's the right decision when it comes to my legs and my knees, but definitely don't want to be by myself. Right, at 6:45, people did show up at the shelters. I'm not by myself. Though my tent is kind of far away from everybody, but at least there's people around. Just brushed my teeth. Now I'm gonna go and lay down.